Well, hello to Winnie, Sterling, James, Roman, and Cleo. I love you. I do. Let's see. Maybe I can make a sentence up with these. One day, James said he saw a big dog. But it wasn't the dog, it was me. Ah. Did I look like a big dog to James? That's funny. Okay. I will tell James's mom and dad that he called me a dog. Okay. I am going to pick up this book soon to read, and in the book we are going to find many pictures. But we are not going to find any dogs in this book today. There's a little girl in the book called Zoe. She lives on Sesame Street. And yes, we are going to listen to the story, and we're going to see two good friends called Bert and Ernie, and they are outside their house, and they were talking to us, and let me think about what I could say for two. Today, it was too windy to put anything out on the front porch because it was going to blow it right away. So I didn't put down anything on the porch. No, I did not. So what is this book about? It is a story, S-T-O-R-Y, about, A-B-O-U-T, about the people who live on Sesame Street. And I know you guys all know what Sesame Street is. So, this book is called H is for Home, H-O-M-E. And look at who's on the cover. Big Bird, Grover, Elmo, Cookie Monster, and Zoe. There's some pictures of some houses. This looks a little bit like the house that Sterling and Roman live in. And it says, a Sesame Street guide to the homes around the world. Ooh. So let's try this and see what we got. H is for home. Oh, Oscar's in this one. Big Bird lives in a nest. Oscar lives in a trash can. Bert and Ernie live in an apartment at 123 Sesame Street. All around the world, people live in different kinds of homes. But where you call homes, your friends on Sesame Street want you to remember that where you call home, the most important thing is that where the love lives. So home is where we live with the people we love. Now this one, it even has a table of contents. Around the world homes, and then there's a glossary that tells us definitions. So we're going to go through this book together. And first we have a page that says homes everywhere. Homes come in all shapes and sizes. So we have a home that looks like this, but look at it. That's a different kind of home. And that's different. Let's find out about these. Oh, but look at this is Big Bird's home. My home is just right for me. You know, it's just right for him, but I don't think I'd like to live in a nest. Too scratchy. Oh, here's Grover. Grover says, the view is great from up high, or high up. Because people living up there, wow, they could see all sorts of things. This apartment building is filled with many homes. So there are a whole bunch of people who live here. Lots of neighbors. See? So there are some places, like, say, New York City, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different floors, and there's different families on every floor. Now, Elmo is in front of another kind of house. A family lives in this house. And home is where Elmo is happy. So this is a different kind of house than an apartment, because just one family lives in that house. Oh, and look at the family. Families eat, work, and play together. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people live in that house. A duplex is 2 homes in one building. So somebody lives in this house that's painted green, and somebody lives in the house that's painted red. And inside there's a wall between them. So 2 different families live there. Neighbors live right next to each other, and they share a porch in a duplex. It's nice to have neighbors close by, Bert. Right, Ernie? Now, let's see. Families stay dry and safe in these homes. They sure do, Rhea. She's new. I didn't know her. Stilts keep these homes high above the ground. They protect the homes from the wet ground in the rainy season. So people who live here have all this area under these are stilts that are holding the house up. Because when a rain comes, all the water fills in here until the ground could soak it up. So they live up there so they don't get wet. Families can store things below the house when it's dry. So if they don't think it's going to rain, they can put some of their stuff down there. They can hang their things out to dry. But in the rainy season, they would take that stuff in, and the water might fill up here. And they would live up there and be dry. See these clay walls? This is called an adobe house. Now, an adobe house might be built in the desert because it's made out of sand and water and clay. They put it together to make this house. And it's this kind of cool color. The clay walls keep the cool air inside an adobe home. So it might be very, very hot because it's a desert, lots and lots of sun. But inside, the home's kind of cool. This home stays cool in the hot, dry desert. Now look at these houses. Grass grows on the roof and the walls of these houses. Isn't that funny? We just have grass out front of our house. They have it on their roof. But that grass helps to keep warm air inside when it's cold outside. And it always says love grows and grows and grows in these homes. Ooh, a round home. Look at that. Cookie Monster says, me love this home. It's round like a cookie. A round home is made of mud and wood. It has one big room. Some round homes have a roof made of grass. A yurt is a home that you can fold up because it's like a tent. You can fold it up. You fold the wooden frame and you can move it. It can be taken down and moved when the family decides to move. Its walls are made of a fabric or a cloth. That's what it looks like inside of there. Ooh, here are some boats. Look at that. Ernie's going to tell us about these. Some homes can set sail. A houseboat floats on the water. So these are houseboats. People live in the boat. Most of the time it stays at a dock, though. And Ernie says, Rubber Ducky likes this home. I think that dog likes that home, too. Ooh, look at this. This home is built in the side of a, ground, isn't it? Oscar says, to make these homes bigger, you just dig. Where are these homes? Well, they're deep underground. Living underground keeps the family cool in the desert. So there's hot sun up there, but they're living down here underground. People make homes in many places, but home is not just a place. A home is where you're loved. So that's Big Bird and his mom. Now, here is a map of the world. We live, let's see where we live, right here. Right here. See how that looks like a little mitten? Right there, that's Michigan. And that's where we live. It's a tiny little place here. But it's a huge world out there. So in New Mexico, which is down here, they would live in a house that looked like that. So let's see if we can find that house in this book. Oh, there it is. So somebody who lives in New Mexico might live in a house that looked like that. Now, somebody that lives down here in South America, in Guyana, they have a lot of rain, so they would live in one of those houses that's built on stilts. Let's see if I can find it. There's a house built on stilts. Where the hell's now? I know we saw it. There it is. So if you lived in Guyana, that's way down here, you might live in a house that looks like that. Now, if you lived in Brazil, and Brazil is down here in South America, we live way up here. Brazil is down here. You might have a house that looks like that. Let's see if I can find it. I'm sure I can find it. Oh, might look like that. And those people, that family, might be a Brazilian family because they live in Brazil. We're a Michigander family because we live in Michigan. Now here's Iceland. Iceland is a little island right there. even though it's called Iceland, it has a lot of green grass on it. And the kind of house they live in looks like... nope, I don't like that one. They have lots of grass, so they have their house that has grass growing on the roof. Ah, this one. This is what a house in Iceland looks like. See, there's no ice. Green grass. And where else do we have? Well, we have the Ivory Coast, and that's in Africa. Right around there. Uncle Alan visited that Ivory Coast place in Africa when he went on a great big long vacation. And in there, they live in houses that look like that. And then in South Africa, which is the very tip, see, we live way over here. They live way over there, and they live in those duplex houses. Looks like that. So if you lived in South Africa, your house might look like that. Spain. Oh, where did we see something that looked like that? Spain. Huh. Well, I'm thinking that that's a picture of a house like that, but that looks a little too dry for Spain. Where else? What other house could be that? Nope, that's New York. Well, I guess that's our Spanish house. Australia. Australia's one with the ones that live underground. You saw that one. I know I saw that one here. Where's our underground house? There it is. If you lived in Australia, your house might look like that. Now, I know some people who live in Australia and their house looks more like our house. Mongolia, which is way over here. See, we're here, it's way over here. They live in a house that looks like a big tent that you can get up and move. You can pack it up and move. You want to change houses, change places you live, just pack your house up and take it with you. Yep. And that's what their house looks like inside. It looks like that outside. Did we get all of them? Oh, how about England? England has the house. Let me take a closer look at that one. I don't remember seeing that one. Let's take a look. Oh, I guess they're saying in England you might live on a houseboat because they do have water. Well, we have water everywhere. But they might have houseboats in England. That's what their picture says. So that's cool. So all the different places you could live, and different places have different kinds of houses. And when we saw a house that was adobe, it means a building made out of clay. A dock is a place where a boat stays. Stilts mean the things that hold up a house and keep them from getting wet. And a yurt is a round tent. All right, so that is our story today about H is for home. So I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. And, oh, I have to thank James. James sent me a wonderful picture in the mail, and I have it hanging up on my Milnick art in the kitchen. It is so cute. So thank you so much, James. I love all of you. Mwah! And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.